I mean, really, first of all, not everybody tolerates melatonin. I, for example, don't tolerate melatonin. The brain is not really designed to see these concentrated molecules coming from the outside. It's designed to regulate and understand when you need it and how much. It is a beautifully designed system if we stopped poisoning it with substances in our food in our environment that throw it off balance. The brain knows when and how to make the right amount of melatonin, but in a, any port in a storm. So if if there's something wrong with your melatonin, so you want to take a melatonin supplement, A, how much do you take? B, how long do you take it for? What time do you take it? And are you going to tolerate it well? So there are a lot of questions wrapped up in that. But if it works well for you, it may not be a bad solution, but short term, but like any Band-Aid, it's not correcting the underlying problem. The other thing that can happen, melatonin is a hormone. The other thing that can happen with if you're overexposing yourself to a hormone, so the level in the brain is not what it should be,
Right.
because you're determining what it should be by this artificial method of taking melatonin, you can develop hormone resistance. So you can develop resistance to any hormone if it's in excess. So again, you really want that balance to be determined by your biology. Your biology knows how much you need and when to turn that system on. Whereas if you're taking it in pill form, it's really not properly regulated, and it can backfire and actually even cause some rebound insomnia over time, just like a lot of sleep medications can.
I know for me, when I was eating a very high carb diet, because I was more plant-based, I would, after having my first son, I would wake up multiple times a night. And I never knew that I think I was pre-diabetic after. I just thought maybe something was wonky with my hormones from pregnancy. But once I became ketogenic and carnivore, I'm in my early 40s and I never wake up. I don't wake up a single night unless, there was high stress or something happened that woke me up. So I can attest to that too. I don't use melatonin and I definitely don't eat a bunch of carbs, but that has helped me so much in regulating my sleep as well. So I have seen that in my own life as well.
Absolutely. And the other piece of the story that we didn't talk about was how if you've got this blood sugar and insulin spike that's happening after, let's say you're eating a typical dinner or dessert, but in the evening, you've then put yourself on a glucose and insulin roller coaster for, at least 6 hours after that meal, and which can eventually lead to big spikes in stress hormone levels, adrenaline and cortisol in particular, which can wake people up in the middle of the night or disrupt normal sleep architecture. People can even wake up feeling hungry. They can wake up feeling shaky. They can just wake up feeling that their mind is racing, or they're obsessing about something and they can't turn their brain off and go to sleep. And that is a very natural and predictable result of having this exaggerated glucose and insulin spike, because that's followed 4 to 5 hours later by an exaggerated spike in adrenaline and cortisol. These are stress hormones that will absolutely cause you to feel overstimulated, and that's not what you want in the middle of the night. So there are some studies in the book where I walk people through some of this science so that they can see, a lot of people don't connect how they feel 6 hours, 5, 6 hours after a meal to what they ate 5 or 6 hours before. They think, well, how could that be related to, I ate my dinner at, 6 o'clock, why am I waking up? I went to bed at 10, I fell asleep easily. Why is it that I can't stay asleep through the night? Why is it that I'm having nightmares or disturbing dreams, or that I wake up feeling really, obsessively worried? And, it's profoundly biological. The brain is doing what you told it to do, and you just don't realize it.